Hi, my name's Jeff. Thank you for joining me for this video on the Violin Swells 2.0. I just want to say thank you to everybody who bought the first one. That enabled me to really refine this library, create a new version with some new features and also make it look a little bit nicer. So in this video, all I want to do is just take a little bit of a look at what you can do with this library. So at the end of this video, you will get a 2-minute track that I wrote using Violin Swells as my inspiration. So all of the swells, all of the pads, and even some of the lead sounds are made just from this library. So there's, using the 10 individual patches that are in this library. But first of all, let's look at the actual interface. So as you can see, it's really simple. It's got a cut, a res, and a reverb. Yeah, so the cut is essentially a low pass, and the res is just a res knob. The res knob is there mainly to create a little bit more sound design, and the cut is there to support that and also to give you a little bit more playability as well if you do want to make some lead sounds, because essentially my original thought for this was that I would create a patch that I would be able to blend into other libraries to give a little bit more movement, maybe save a little bit of time, and add a lot more realism, which it does. It really does that fantastically well. So if you just wanted to pick it up and say I'll just play a fifth, an open fifth, it's like this, then what that will do layered in with other string libraries is that you will get a little bit more realism and a lot more movement. But then with the cut as well, you can actually become really musical with it. Okay, so that's a really big strength for this library. And then if you add the res in as well, so let's just turn that up. I'll turn it all the way up because we know what a res does. We're going to resonate a frequency, but there's some seems to be as you get past 3/4 of the res knob, it really brings everything to life. There we go. So that's a really cool effect. And this is only the first patch. There's many others. So there's phase out, which is just a phaser on it. There's a pad one, which is just a specific setting that I quite like for pads. There's a couple of little more weird ones, aleatoric stuff, where the pitch wheel is essentially 3 octaves either side, so you could create a pitch riser or something like that with it, which is great. And then there's hacked violins, which is really bassy. I would say that is that's something that you'd use to accompany a low end section, which is great. So then you get an extra 3 octaves on your sound. which gives you a little bit more freedom, especially for those sound designy type of pieces. So yeah, without further ado, I hope you enjoy the next half of this video, which is showing you it in action. So this is more of a drama action cue. Not many instruments at all. I think I used about 15 iterations of violin swells, some percussion and some strings and a few horns, and that's it. There's nothing else in there. Yeah, I think that's it. You'll hear if there's anything in there anyway. But thank you very much for coming and listening to me ramble. And I hope you enjoy Violin Swells. If you enjoy it a lot and you would like to support me, then there is a link in the bio down here that you can go and buy it off. And if you would like to hit that like and share this with your friends, then that'd be fantastic. Thank you very much.